Our good friend Holly Rustick is back in studio. Now, you may know her as someone who's involved with many, many charitable causes here on Guam. She's also an entrepreneur, a grant writer, and now she's doing writing of a different sort. She is soon to be a published author, and she is having an event to commemorate the release of her book. So Holly is here. Holly, half a day, and welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
All right, so you've been here for so many different causes and events and everything like that, but this is really interesting because this actually taps your creative side, and writing is your background in creative writing specifically.
Yes, it is. Yep, exactly. Poetry and creative writing. So.
Nice. So tell me about this book and about the whole premise of it. It's fiction, is it?
Yes, it is. The title is Handful of Smoke, and it's actually a fictionalized memoir. So it's kind of based on my time in the Middle East. So I've kind of pulled from. I lived there for 4 years in Kuwait and Abu Dhabi. So it was nice to be able to pull from that experience.
And you kind of cross some of the cultures between an American woman, with her values and upbringing and education, going over there and kind of experiencing another thing. And
exactly. Yep. So the whole tagline for it is money, lies, power, deceit, and it's basically about a hopeless American Westerner who goes and falls in love with a rich Arab businessman, and then they have this huge experience and journey. So,
is there a target audience for this work, or is it anyone who enjoys a really good story?
Yeah, I think anyone who really enjoys a good story. I am targeting it as the summer read of 2016, so it's more of a travel book. So if you're going anywhere this summer for a holiday, it's a great thing to throw in your bag on those long plane rides, and just be able to have. From what I've told so far from my sample group, it's a really quick read, and people are getting through it. And it's kind of a chick lit view, but not quite. It's more of a traditional contemporary women's literature as well.
Very cool, and it's just an all-around good story.
Yes, thank you.
And to not give too much away and everything, for all purposes of full disclosure, I have read the manuscript. It is very, very entertaining. It's very well written, and the prose is amazing. So
yes, part of my sample group right here, so kind of pick better.
How long did it take to put together? And because a work of this type and everything, that can't be easy when you're basically creating something completely new, character development, story, crescendo, and everything like that. How long was this?
Well, I actually started it about 5 years ago, but I actually got serious about 1.5 years. So I would say, it was one of those things I always wanted to write a book, and I would dabble and write little bits and pieces. But when I sat down and said, okay, I'm going to do this, and I got a schedule and I outlined it, it was about 1.5 years ago. So, and it took about, less than 1 year to really write, but then I've been doing rewrites and edits and, the whole process. It is pretty time consuming, especially if you're working full time and, you have a family and everything. So, yeah.
Now, we want to make sure that this book comes right out and people can get it in a variety of formats. And to do that, you actually have a very wonderful event coming up.
Yes, I do. This Tuesday, April 12th at Pika's Cafe from 5:30 to 8. We'll actually have a pre-launch. And part of the book is, I didn't just write the book, I also wrote a screenplay or a storyboard so I could go ahead and do a short trailer for the book. And that's been great because I just wanted to get other creative people involved in the process. So it's just not little me doing my book and trying to sell it that way. I wanted to involve other people so I could have the big creative experience. So actually Anton Nagata and Brian Munya are filming the trailer, and then I have Chanel Cruz and Katarina Martinez and Luke Sos. They're acting in that as well, and then I have RJ Pereira who's doing the music. And he's actually finished the music, and I hope to launch that or to display that Tuesday night at the event. So this event's just a pre-launch mixer, and we'll have some of the cast there acting out a scene. I'll be reading an excerpt from the book, and we'll have the musicians playing that are actually doing the trailer, and there'll be some wine and food appetizers from Pika. So that'll be really great. And then Midpack is actually doing the wine. So yeah, it'll be a really nice event. So I just encourage everyone to come out. And just to get a sneak peek of what the book's all about, what the whole launch is about. And then in June, we'll be filming this later this month. And then in June, we'll have a big launch at Kento's. And we'll be having the trailer viewing there. And also some of my other sponsors, just a lot of people have been involved in this. Our Chamarita swimwear and sunglasses, et cetera, and they'll be having a fashion show. So they're doing some of the clothes for the trailer. So it's a lot of fun. And I just encourage any other sponsors who want to be involved, just they can contact me or they can come and check out the event Tuesday night.
Very cool. Yeah. And this really is a story of a local girl who's, used her experience and her inspiration and everything like that, drawn a lot from that with the help of the local women's business community and really put this forward.
Yep, so this event is also a part of the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce, the Women in Business, and that's with Pika's Cafe. And so it's just great. It's great to get all these people on board. Also, some of my other sponsors is The Drop, Dusit Tani, a private yacht, and Shamrocks, and Guam Auto Spot. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun to go to these different locations, and we'll be filming, and they're just involved, and I'm just wanting to get the the community within this whole creative adventure. So.
And you do have a Facebook page for
I do.
Handful of Smoke, and
Yeah.
there is a Facebook event there where people can RSVP if they'd like to go to
Absolutely.
the reading. All right.
Yep.
And
yep.
what is the Facebook address for that? Is it Handful of Smoke? Or?
Yeah, it's Handful of Smoke, and it's a pre-launch mixer. They can check that out for the event, or they can go to www.hollyrustick, my name, HOLLYRUSTICK.com. That's actually my website's being launched today. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
It is the complete media experience. So Holly, congratulations once again.
Thank you so much for having me here.
All right, and we'll see you there. And we can't wait to read it.
Thank you.
Again.
All
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Please stay tuned, everyone. We are back after this.